What's going on, guys? I'm in Advantage and welcome back to another NHL 24 video. EA just released the new game day cards in NHL 24, as well as a new collectible system that I want to dive into a little bit further. We have a lot to unpack, so without any further ado, let's get right on into it. All right, so let's talk about how you make one of these cards. You're first going to need HUT 24 collectibles. Very similar to the collectibles going right now. These are about 6,000 per. Again, 82 overall cards are going for about 2,000 per. So that's going to be about 6,000 per collectible. If you want to make Bedard, it's going to cost you 12 of those, which is going to be 72,000 coins. If you want to make Crosby, you're going to need 22 of those collectibles, which will be about 132,000 coins. So you're probably wondering, how do these cards get an upgrade? Well, typically it can be a number of different things. This year, and at least right now, they've made it very simple. Whatever team wins, that player will get a boost in their overall. For example, if Connor Bedard, who's not on the Pats, but on the Blackhawks, if they win that game, his card will go up to an 85 overall. If the Penguins take home the victory, Crosby's going to be up to an 86 overall. And it's that simple. Now, my man needs no introduction. Connor Bedard, 5'10", 185 pounds. Look at that shot, ladies and gentlemen. 87 acceleration, 87 speed as well. One of the things that's interesting that I do want to point out, typically the winner of this card also gets some additional abilities, some additional synergies. So it has yet to be seen what may happen. If he scores a couple goals in the game, he may get something like gold close quarters or gold make it snappy. That being said, it remains to be seen. So we'll have to see what the content team decides to do with the winner of this game. Defensively, his card's not great. His hands are pretty solid. Obviously, checking isn't all that well, but that's not what you're getting Connor Bedard for. You have to ask yourself, is 72,000 coins worth getting the card as is right now? I actually think it might be. It's Connor Bedard. Who doesn't want to use Connor Bedard in NHL 24? Well, maybe you're me, and maybe you're a Penguins fan. You say, you know what? I don't want to use Connor Bedard. I want to use Sidney Crosby because A, I think the Penguins are going to win, and man, I love Sid the Kid, although he's 36 years old. Sid, Silver Beauty backhand, 87 excel, 87 speed. Shot is not as good as Bedard's. However, his card's a little bit more well-rounded. Much like most Sidney Crosby cards, they're always going to be pretty decent in everything, just like the player he is, but he's not like the best at anything, particularly when it comes to the stats. I first have to just admire this card art, but hey, either way, these are both great cards, and I love to see live content coming into the game. Now let's talk about the headliners' objectives. There's a couple different changes that we've seen here. If you complete 10 hunt moments, for example, you're going to get 6 live moment collectibles. 25 games in Rivals is going to give you 4 bronze collectibles, 50 games in Rivals, 3 silver collectibles, etc., etc. So a couple things. If you're hearing gold collectibles again, you're probably freaking out, but don't worry. Don't worry. I promise you it's a little bit different than it was before. If you turn in live moment collectibles, you can either get a mini pack, a base pack, or again, you can turn those in for 15 of them and receive a diamond collectible, which we will talk about here in a little bit. Conversely, let's talk about the Hut Rush collectibles. Now, these are going to be bronze collectibles that you could turn in for packs. For example, if you wanted to turn in 6 of these bronze collectibles, that will net you an untradeable premium pack. Conversely, if you wanted to flip those in and only trade in 4 of them, that'll give you a 3 gold players pack, or if you want to hold on to them and accumulate 8, that will give you a diamond collectible. Now, they need to change the art here. It says Team of the Week for the Squad Battles collectibles. However, that being said, if you turn in silver collectibles, 2 of those are going to give you 2 gold players pack. And again, keep in mind, you could use these for different packs, or you could trade these in for diamond collectibles, which again, we'll look at here in just one second. Lastly, let's talk about the Rivals sets. So these are going to be gold collectibles. Again, for example, if you trade in 6 of these gold collectibles, you're going to get a jumbo premium pack. And again, you can trade these in for packs. Again, keep in mind, they are untradeable, so something to be cognizant of. However, it's still players and it's still rewards. Or lastly, you could trade in 4 of these for a diamond collectible. So let's last look at the diamond collectible sets. This is where it gets interesting. You could trade in 2 of those for a players pack. I'll go over this in a later video a little bit deeper as to which ones I think are going to be the most advantageous. You can see there's an 82 overall guaranteed players pack. I don't know if that's just one 82 player or all 82 players overall. We're going to have to wait and see. It also remains to be seen if these are going to increase as time goes on. I don't see any ultimate packs or any ultimate choice packs in here. I could see it turning into players, but again, that remains unseen. That's it from me in this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm Man Advantage. If you love NHL 24 content, I would love to have you stick around here with me. Make sure you go ahead and click subscribe.